wine bottle covered in drips. Rachel's sister dumped her bag in the near bedroom and ran the water in the kitchen, waiting unsuccessfully for it to cool. "I'm done. Tom should be here already. He has the keys." Beth hated people referring to strangers as if you should know them. Who was Tom? Her boyfriend? Her cat? "Oh," Beth said. "Thanks for letting me live here." "Couldn't afford it without you. Have to find a job. You got one, right?" She looked Beth up and down as if to say, "If you got a job, I can get 10. Beth nodded. "We've got to do something about this place. I can't live in a fucking slum." "Do you mind if—" Beth edged towards the door. "Be my guest." Beth dragged her bag into the second bedroom. Small double bed, narrow bedside table, chest of drawers. Barely room for a person. Bare bulb overhead. How could it be so hot? Across the way, a brick tenement identical to theirs had fire escapes running up and down like zips on a biker jacket. She opened the window and stuck her head out over the street, desperate for air. A muffled clamor rose from below. It was hotter outside than in. Stripping off her clothes, she fell back on the bare mattress. Ugh, she thought. I need a shower. The door to Dawn's room was closed when Beth stepped out in a towel. She hurried to the bathroom, stood under the cold shower till her blood cooled, then stood dripping on the wet tile floor. No bath mat, no shower curtain. Water trickled from the ceiling and ran down the walls. The entire apartment had become a rainforest. She was sweating again by the time she reached her bedroom. Beth made the bed and unpacked into the chest of drawers. A few stray items at the back, green nylon underpants, torn t-shirt, single gray sock. She dumped guiltlessly in the trash. And that was it. Home. Lying naked on the bed, she spread the damp towel over her torso. If you didn't move, it wasn't too bad. As the light slipped away, Beth heard a male voice in the next room. Must be Tom, she thought. Not a cat, then. She lacked the energy to check. It was too hot to get dressed. Too hot to talk. Definitely too hot to talk to Dawn. Outside, singing, swearing, and shouting rose up in a spew of noise. New York City after dark sounded savage. She turned off the light and tried to sleep. Chapter 3. The next morning, Beth woke early, dressed, and went out. The bars on Christopher Street were closed, clientele gone to their beds or someone else's. 10 minutes of wandering led her to the Acropolis, a blue, white, and chrome Greek coffee shop. Within seconds, she'd been steered to a counter seat, a menu slapped in front of her. "Coffee?" The waiter held up a pot. She nodded, grateful. He filled a heavy white mug and slid a metal container of milk in front of her. Beth ordered the breakfast special, 2 eggs any style, pancakes, hash browns, bacon, sausage, and toast. She hadn't eaten since breakfast the day before. Her plate arrived with far too much food, but she ate it all, accepting extra toast and coffee because it was free. The waiters treated her with reassuring indifference. After breakfast, with no desire to encounter Dawn and Tom, she set off exploring. From the air-conditioned coffee shop, outdoors hit her like a hammer. Not even 10, and already creeping up towards 100 degrees. She walked and walked, and looked and looked, and walked and looked, veered into a pizza joint. "Please," she said. "Could I please have some water?" The pizza man filled a giant waxed cup with water and ice. He waved when she reached for her wallet. "I'm not going to charge you for ice." Her hands, thick with heat, dipped into the cup. For hours, Beth sat in Washington Square watching people come and go. All around her, New Yorkers in sunglasses, stiletto heels, flip-flops, and roller skates flowed from here to there and back again, impervious to weather and everything else. Eventually, she got up and wandered off again through the streets. She stopped at a store advertising aircon and exotic gifts, with hash pipes, ropes of silver jewelry, T-shirts printed with marijuana leaves, and books of Indian poetry in the window. Inside, it stank of patchouli. She took her time, searching the glass cases as if for something specific.